Unit 1, Section 2.2 worked examples. The first example asks us to decide if the given statement is true or false. And remember, in this section, we're working with sets and subsets. So it says decide if the given statement is true or false. If it's false, give the reason. All right, so we notice that the symbol here is a subset symbol, not a proper subset symbol. And we look at this set on the left-hand side, and we see it has two elements, plum and peach. And we look at the set on the right side, and we see that the set on the right side does not contain the element peach. So therefore, this statement would be false. That set on the left is not a subset of the set on the right because the set on the left contains an element that's not contained in the set on the right side. The second statement is a proper subset, and we notice it says here, decide if the statement is true or false. Now remember that the set itself can never be a proper subset. It is a subset, but it's not a proper subset. So therefore, this statement is also false. Now you're practicing here a little bit with the symbols from section 2.1, and this one now switches back to the element symbol, and it wants to know whether this statement is true or false. And it's got fun soul, is that an element of this set? And we notice that that is an element of the set, so therefore this statement this time is true. Now in the next example, they give us two sets, and the first set is written in a pretty descriptive form. A such that A is a type of a drink, can be any type of a drink. And that set B has four specific types of drinks: coffee, hot chocolate, tea, and cider. And it wants to know which of the following statements are true. So let's think about this for a minute. B is going to be a subset of A, and it's also going to be a proper subset of A. So let's take a look at the answers here. The first one says A is a subset of B. That's not correct. B is a proper subset of A. That is correct. B is a proper subset of A, so that one's correct. B does not equal A. A does not equal B. A is not a proper subset of B. B is a subset of A. That one's also correct. So there's two correct answers there. B is a subset of A, and it's also a proper subset. And then finally, and this is where we come into the number of subsets. And the formula, remember, that we used here was 2 raised to the n power, where n was the number of elements in the set. And it says the pizza parlor offers mushrooms, onions, and sausage as toppings for the basic cheese-based pizza. How many different types of pizzas can be made? And I'm going to pull up my little scientific calculator, and I'm going to make sure that you can see this. And you want to make sure that you know on your calculator where the exponent key is. My exponent key is right here. And so I've got, in this example, I've got 3 toppings: mushrooms, onions, and sausage. I'm going to take 2, and I'm going to raise it to the 3rd power. And I get 8. So there are 8 different types. So in this case, 2 cubed equals 8. So there's 8 different types of pizza that can be made.